This episode of Gamescast is brought to you by Tipsy Elves. Tipsy Elves, obviously, ugly Christmas sweaters. You know what's up. I'm wearing one right now. You can see this. He's half Santa, half horse. All fun. You need to show up to your Christmas. What?
Santor.
He's a Santor. I like that. I like that a lot. You can go to tipsyelves.com to check out all the different Christmas sweater designs. They're like nothing you've seen before, obviously. You got Santor right here. That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life, Kevin. Thank you. Their sweaters are all about fun. They're serious on quality and construction. I'm super warm right now. I don't know if you can see it, but I am. I'm feeling toasty. When you're shopping for your ugly sweater, check out the other holiday and collegiate attire yourself or as a gift. There's a bunch of adult onesies you can get all of your friends. There's also interactive sweaters like beer pong sweaters and cornhole sweaters. How does that work? Check out the website and find out. You can go to tipsyelves.com and enter code TEETH at checkout to get your 20% site-wide discount. Again, it's tipsyelves.com using promo code TEETH.
I can't take credit for Santor. That is just the name of the sweater.
Okay.
God bless it.
And now let me tell you about Omaha Steaks. Are you looking for the perfect gift? Let me tell you what. For only $49.99, you can get a family gift pack when you go to omahasteaks.com and enter code GAMES in the search bar. That's 77% off. But why Omaha Steaks? Over 500 gourmet gift ideas and the highest quality cuts and ingredients, one-of-a-kind flavor, convenient quick shopping for those on your list, aged 21 days to unlock the full flavors of the cuts. They sent us these steaks. Greg Miller cooked them. We had a fantastic time. Kevin, what did you think about our meal that night?
I had so much meat that day.
Oh my God.
He made all of it at once. And
there was sausages, there was steaks, it was a meat-a-palooza.
Do you remember the pork chop?
Oh my God, the pork chop was amazing.
So good.
I love that. You saw us Instagramming and tweeting about it. It was such a good time for everybody. But right now, Omaha Steaks is giving an exclusive savings just for you guys. Listen to everything that you'll get for less than $50. 2 filet mignons, 2 top sirloins, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 boneless chicken breasts, 4 kielbasa sausages. That's how you say that. 4 burgers, 12-ounce package, all beef meatballs, 4 potatoes au gratin, 4 caramel apple tartlets, 1 Omaha Steak seasoning packet, plus get 4 additional kielbasa sausages free. Go to omahasteaks.com, enter code GAMES in the search bar, add the family gift pack to your cart and get a 77% savings. It's the gift guaranteed to be a hit. And man, that meal was good. I will never forget it.
Tim, now you were too full to try the dessert. The apple, is it apple turnover?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It was good?
It was good.
You guys should try it. Let me know. Tweet at me. Third topic of the day brought to you by Patreon supporter Aziz.
Aziz, what up?
Aziz. He says, what are your favorite game trailers this year? Has it been a better year than average for game trailers? Ooh, sounds like it was a bad year for game trailers.
Great
Great year for Easy Allies.
Patreon.com/Easy Allies.
Sorry, that was too easy. Recently, with the Overwatch cinematic trailers, which all came out this year, and the Final Fantasy 15 Omen trailer, I feel like this year in particular, game trailers have really stepped up their game and are much more impressive than normal. I know you guys don't care about Overwatch. I do. But do you think you could watch those trailers in the Final Fantasy 15 Omen trailer before the show? See if you got whatever. Okay, I've seen those trailers.
I've seen them too.
What do you guys think?
I'm trying to think. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Is that trailers have gotten to such a point, right, where they're usually great. Like, but I mean, like when I think of like when you say best video game trailers, right? I'm like Mad World, Gears of War. You know what I mean? Like I'm like trying to think of like, oh, well, what has been great this year? You know what I mean? Like what has stood out above the rest? And it's like,
see, for me, the art of the video game trailer is something I appreciate the most about video games. I've said this many times. I love the hype. I'm a student of the hype.
Oh yeah.
And when it comes to E3 or to PSX or to any of these conventions where like people announce the games, like the trailer is the most important part of that because that's how you announce the game. And I feel like we've went through kind of phases and eras when it comes to video game trailers. Like back in the day, it was just a video game trailer was random cuts of gameplay without any music underneath it, and it was just here's parts of the game.
Yep.
Period. Then it kind of transitioned into more like, all right, we're gonna kind of ape movie trailers, but it was movie trailers at the time. So we're getting the in a world where blah blah blah, and you'd see these video game like it was really text based. Then we kind of moved into the era where it was just CG cutscenes, and that was it. And you're not getting any gameplay at all.
yeah.
And it was just like simulated gameplay or whatever. Then we got to the point where we're getting a lot of licensed music in trailers, and that's when we start getting the Gears of War, Mad World,
Assassin's Creed
stuff, the Assassin's Creed Revelations, and that whole era where it's just like
the Assassin's Creed Pirate one that had Drake music over it.
I was gonna say, then we come to the dubstep era when everything was dubstep.
There's dubstep. But there was like clear things where everybody just does the same thing over and over, and then we hit a point where like live action trailers in the Halo 3 days were like really taking off. Metroid Other M had an amazing one. And it was just like, here's a live action thing. But we're at a point now where that stuff used to be fucking awesome. And the CG stuff, the Star Wars, anything that Blur does. All the Star Wars, RPG, like MMOs, those trailers were amazing. The Force Unleashed trailers were amazing. And now we're at a point where it's like, if you show that stuff, you lose. You know, like having a full CG, as beautiful as it is, shout out to Dishonored 2, that CG trailer is fucking awesome. But people look at that and they're like, no, I don't want this. Yeah. We're at a point where the gameplay can and should speak for itself.
100%.
So it's like the art of the trailer these days is really tricky because I feel like it's almost impossible to please anyone.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you're 100% correct with that. The one I was, digging around online, I remember that E3 trailer for We Happy Few. That was really good. But again, they showed some of the game and then gave you the trailer.
Exactly.
And it's the same thing where it's like, does this Spider-Man reveal teaser act as a trailer? Because there's CG in that, and then there's that little segment that looks like gameplay, but isn't. Who knows?
I'd count that as a trailer.
But even that isn't like. It wasn't like, holy shit, what a trailer. I was like, holy shit, what an announcement. Fuck, I can't wait for this game.
And that's true. That's true. I think that when you think all time, maybe not best trailers, but just influential trailers like Dead Island.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Because Dead Island, that's all of a sudden, here's a game, here's an announcement that you wouldn't have cared about. It could be in any type of press release, and no one would give a fuck about Dead Island. But because of that trailer, everyone was looking forward to
that was a new IP from developer and publisher at the time, and nobody was like, oh, we don't care about these people. Who are they? You know what I mean? What does this mean? And then they put out that trailer. It was just fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, so it's like to have that type of like, oh shit from a trailer that's a huge accomplishment these days. And I think that when it comes to, there's the flip side of that where like Death Stranding comes to mind, where it's just like, yeah, that was an announcement, but there was also a trailer, which gave us enough to speculate and be able to talk about and have a discussion about what could this be.
Sure.
So it's like, I definitely think that was one of the stronger trailers of the year. Having said that, it's a whole bunch of nothing. It's fluff. But it's fluff that we can kind of.
Norman Reedus' invisible baby and umbilical cord and dog tags.
Weird.
But it's like 6
psychomantises or whatever in the sky.
But again, like Kojima's master of trailers. He always has been. Like thinking of Metal Gear Solid, any Metal Gear Solid trailer, really.
Yeah.
But the trailers leading into 4, 15-minute long trailers were fucking great. And in 5, every single Metal Gear Solid 5 trailer made you go, this is a real video game?
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
Yeah.
But I think this E3 had a lot of things like that Spider-Man moment that were kind of like, oh, this is cool, but it's more of the announcement. Like, and Death Stranding kind of falls into that as well.
100%. It was the shock that they had it, right? That was what happened.
But thinking of E3 trailers, because E3 is when we get the most trailers, I think Detroit Become Human was the one that did the most for me in the sense of I didn't give a fuck about this. Now I do.
What was it was the one with the guy, it was all cut from the demo of them on the rooftop, right?
Yeah, and showing different ways that things could play out with that whole
see, like when I think
sequence.
of Detroit, I think about the one where, first off, obviously the Kara short film or whatever, but then the one even where it is her just walking and she like turns around and all the other AIs are noticing as she goes, and then she's like, my name's Kara or whatever, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. That sold me on the game that I wasn't sold on, so kudos to them. Also at E3, man, the Sony press conference, they killed it. Resident Evil 7, like that was one where that trailer was happening, and as it was happening, it wasn't a great trailer because like people kind of didn't care. Yeah. But I feel like towards the end of it, everyone's like, wait, but what is this? And that's another good thing for if you're gonna, even if it is it's an announcement, so you got that like cheap pop there. It was fucking Resident Evil 7, and no one saw that coming until the title came up, and that is crazy.
I mean, similarly, it gets overlooked all the time, and because it was the weird tease that then led to the giant demo at the end. But Days Gone initial trailer, before we knew it was about the freakers or the tweakers or whatever they are, it was zombies. When it was just Sam Witwer talking about the losing this girl and how everything's changed. I was into that. I was interested in that, and I thought that was a really interesting note for that because it did leave us with a lot of questions. But then when you saw the gameplay, you're like, oh, it's just zombies.
Yeah,
that it didn't mesh with what they had built, I thought.
Something I'm kind of torn on was I remember like back during the day when the announcements were really during the press conferences, and you're like, oh my goodness, what is this? And the trailer would pop up and maybe get gameplay on top of that. But how do you guys feel like now with sometimes you'll kind of get the teaser, or like the game will be announced like a week or two before E3, but then you most likely get the game demo during E3? Are you for that?
I mean, I think it's just things have changed. Like we're just at a point now where it's a race to get news.
Yep.
You know, it's
You
like,
gotta
it's
grab
about
that
getting a
headline.
headline.
You don't
Yeah,
want
you don't want it to be cluttered with all the E3
That's the
news
thing.
and
Is
stuff.
it's like at E3, why would people care about talking about? I'm trying to think of an example, but Gears 4. Why would they care about that when Kojima came out and talked about Death Stranding? You know what I mean? It's just like Gears 4 is the 4th game. Cool. You know, we get it. So it's like them talking about that early. It's almost like a, hey.
We don't want to be included in the 15 coolest things from Sony's press conference. We want you just to put up this trailer. Because at the press conference, when they do the demo like you're talking about, right, then it speaks to the audience that cares about that.
Yes.
Like that God of War demo was awesome, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, that was the whole thing, is like that had been teased to an extent.
For everybody.
Leaked a long time.
Yeah. But the trailers that stand out to me this year, you nailed it there. The Final Fantasy 15 Omen trailer. That was a trailer. It's fully CG, so it is totally just cheating, and it's like a trailer representative of a bygone era, but so is Final Fantasy 15 at this point. But I saw that trailer, and I'm like, I need to show Kevin this. This is going to make Kevin want to play this game. This is fucking awesome. And I think that is the high five, guys. You did it. And the other trailers this year that did that for me were Battlefield 1. There was a trailer, the single player campaign trailer.
Yeah.
I saw that and it made me play the game.
Amazing.
Why did I play Battlefield? You know, I'm not a guy that would do that. That trailer made me play the game, and I'm like, good job. I think that's my trailer of the year for sure.
I like that it looked amazing. Then you played it, and it still looked amazing.
I got the experience.
Do you remember the Siege demo that they had, which wasn't really a demo, it was more just like a video, and they made Siege look absolutely great, and then the game came out and it didn't look nothing.
No, I don't know. But I mean, that was the other thing. Like back in the day, Killzone 2, seeing trailers for that, and it's just like that's what I was talking about, where it was like CG representing gameplay, and it's like I'm happy we're not there anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Final Fantasy 15 trailer was great. Battlefield was great. All the Overwatch like animated shorts.
Count trailers?
I mean, he's counting them as trailers. I don't think so. I think that they're more supplemental marketing. Yeah. But I mean, they're fucking great.
They're great.
And they definitely did a great job of selling the game world.
Yep.
And they're still coming out and they're still awesome.
Mm-hmm. They just had BlizzCon. They had Sombra. Like her announcement was with one of those little like CG like stories, and it was awesome.
Oh yeah, Sombra's great. The trailer of E3 for me though, South Park, Fractured Butthole.
So good.
That trailer to me represents the best of what South Park has to offer, which is super quick, smart humor that's commentary on something happening. And that commentary happens to be about superhero movies.
Yeah.
And it was just like so they nailed the niche that they're going for. They spoke directly to us as gamers, making jokes about E3 demos, and they couldn't have done better with that trailer. And they made that game that everybody already knows is going to be great. They just were like, oh wait, but here's why it's going to be great.
Right.
So that's what a good trailer does. What other trailers you remember? Like old school ones that are like
old school ones? I mean, Halo 2, when you just have that like reveal of Chief, like you just the desert and you just hear Cortana.
That was 3. That was Halo 3.
That was 3. Yeah, that was
finish
3.
The fight.
That
Halo
was 3.
2 was I need a weapon.
Yes. And that was cool because that was in theaters. And I was like, why is this on a giant screen in a movie theater? And I'm the only one that cares about this right now. But it is awesome. Yeah. Yes, that was 2. And yeah, the one I was talking about was 3. That one, to me, it was so... I watched that trailer every single day for 6 months because I was so hyped about that. The way they set it up was great.
Yeah. Which is you don't see him.
You don't see him.
And he comes into focus.
Yeah.
And then he does the fucking jump. There's the bubble shield. The music kicks in. And then
that bubble... Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I was like, what is that? Have it now.
Yeah. Oh, so fucking good. And then Halo 3, like the later trailers were great for it too when they did that whole... The diorama
one.
And yeah, that was called Memorial, I think it was called. That
was breaking my heart because I remember seeing that, and then you're just used to Chief being such a badass, and then you see it wasn't the brutes. You saw that like one of the I think it was a chieftain brute. He was like holding up Chief, and Chief is just there dangling like this, and it was like, oh my god, are they gonna kill Master Chief? He looks
that
up.
Was back when people cared.
Yeah, right. And he had the grenade. He looks up, and it's just like believe or something like that. And I was like,
then there was the Starry Night trailer for Halo 3. Where that was the CG one.
They did a really
where
good
there was the
job
little
with
kids
Halo
in
3,
the field. And he had the helmet.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
That one was good. Yeah,
That was
I mean,
awesome.
when I think of them, you hit on it, right? Whenever Blur did something, and this is back in the day, now I wouldn't go as well, but I mean, remember when that DC Universe Online trailer came, which was, it turned out just the opening cinematic of the game, but when it starts and everybody's getting killed and you're seeing superheroes get murdered and shit, and everybody's like, what the fuck is
I mean,
this?
that and the Star Wars Old Republic.
Star Wars Old Republic, yeah.
Fucking good lord.
When the thing comes down and it's like a million red lightsabers turn on.
Oh, it's just chills.
Yeah.
So freaking great.
Yeah, I actually wanted to play DC Universe Online, and then I was like, it's not my kind of game. But the trailer made me want to invest into at least looking into it.
Totally, and that's why it worked out so well,
Yeah.
right? Is that they did that and they fanned that flame, and so don't get me wrong, not everybody stuck around, but enough people did that. I remember when that game came out, they were like, we didn't print enough copies. Sorry, everybody. Like, we're working on it. Like, we were all over it.
Oh man, that's so funny. Other notes I have: Left 4 Dead. I remember the Left 4 Dead 1 trailer.
I don't remember it.
It was just a trailer for the game and it was CG and stuff. But what I really appreciate about it, especially in hindsight, is more so than I think any trailer I've ever seen that was a CG trailer, they nailed what that game was.
Yep.
Like, everything they showed in that trailer, you could do in the game and happen in the game. And it felt like it did in that trailer.
Yeah.
Unlike Star Wars or DC Universe Online, where you watch this awesome thing and then the gameplay is not that.
Right.
With Left 4 Dead, they just kind of took the fun elements of things that actually happen in gameplay and made a video out of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that was
remember seeing that, and I was like, this looks awesome. I hope I can play it the way I think it is.
Exactly.
And then the game came out, and you're like, oh my goodness, I finally get to be that person that's like trying to survive a zombie horde coming at me. And then it was a great game. And then you had, you guys remember the Resident Evil one where they tried to have that as a Raccoon City?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, ooh, and then it was just bad.
Ooh, no, it
was
wasn't.
bad.
I mean, you're talking about the best trailers of just all time. I mean, you have to put The Last of Us up there.
Yes.
That reveal, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It was, you remember that time period, right? It's right after the Uncharted had come out. What, it was Uncharted 3, right? Yeah, Uncharted 3 had come out. And it was like, it had been, a few months, and everybody's then when that Naughty Dog logo hits for the first time, everybody's like, what the
What's
fuck?
happening?
They broke into two teams, one, and then it's just like completely different, totally dark dystopian thing.
That was great.
And everybody's like, is that Ellen Page?
Yeah, GTA. Got to give a shout out to GTA. GTA and Zelda. Those are two game series that, like, every time they put a trailer out, or at least majority of the times, like those are really special trailers.
The thing about it for GTA in particular is those are always moments in time. I remember every time GTA 5 dropped something new, being totally into it. And I remember that Stevie Wonder songs that they played. Superstitious, or was it not Superstitious? Anyways.
I think it was.
No, I think it was it's a lot. Oh, getting ready to go. Hip hop now.
Well, I don't know.
It's anyways, it's lies for sure. It's about lies. Anyways, that was a great song, and I remember that trailer being really important, but I don't remember really what happens in it anymore. I remember Trevor fucking around a lot, but that's also just playing the game.
Yeah. But it just sets the world up, right?
I remember how hyped and how well just screenshots did for it.
GTA 5.
Yeah, 2 screenshots, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. But I mean, even the Vice City trailer was like, we were just talking about a couple of days ago with the Flock of Seagulls. That was fantastic. And then San Andreas with Welcome to the Jungle.
Yep.
That trailer was like, God damn, get the hell out of here. You're too good.